Hi listeners, it's Iram Ali here, Immigration Solicitor. I'm just bringing you a further update with regards to the immigration rules of the UK. The Home Secretary did announce some proposals to change those rules in spring 2024. And within the proposals was an increase to the income threshold for family visas, which includes spouse visa, fiancé visa, unmarried partner, and of course any children. That threshold was set to increase to 38,700, and the proposal was to increase that from spring next year, 2024. However, there has been a change in that proposal, and very late last night there was a further announcement made that that income threshold will now increase to £29,000. So the income threshold for family visas, which includes your spouse, unmarried partner, fiancé, will increase to £29,000. The proposal was to increase it to £38,700. It has now been confirmed that that increase will be £29,000 from April 2024. The exact date in April hasn't been announced, but it will be from April 2024. With regards to existing visa holders, so people who are already here on the 5-year route on the 18,600 threshold, they will not be expected to meet the new threshold of 29,000. So if you've come into the UK on the 5-year route meeting the income threshold of 18,600, when you get to your extension or you get to the indefinite leave to remain stage, you will be expected to meet that same threshold of 18,600. The new threshold of 29,000 will not apply to those that are already in the UK on the 5-year route on a family visa. Okay, now please don't get confused in terms of that income threshold does not apply to any other visa category other than family visas. All right, spouse, fiancé, unmarried partner. The extension and the indefinite leave to remain is also for the family route. Okay, so for those people that are already here on the 5-year route, it applies to them. If you are on the 10-year route, the income threshold doesn't apply to you anyway. It didn't do when you applied or you were put on the 10-year route, so it's not going to apply now either. Further, the skilled worker visa category, those minimum salary requirements will become 38,700 from April 2024. Those that are on the occupation shortage list have different salary requirements. However, the 20% discount is being removed, so there will be an increase of 20% in the salary requirement on the occupations that are on the shortage list. Care workers will not be able to bring their dependents from April 2024. That does not apply to any other occupation. So if you are a chef or a plasterer or an engineer or a doctor or a pharmacist, you can bring your dependents here as a skilled worker. But if you are on a care worker visa, from April 2024, you will not be able to bring your dependents to the UK. All right. So income threshold, in summary, income threshold will be increased to 29,000 from April 2024. If you make an application before April 2024, so in January, in February or March next year, you will still have to meet the 18,600 requirement. The £29,000 requirement will only be for applications that you submit from April onwards. Okay, so it's important to remember. I get so many emails asking me if the new threshold is going to apply now, as in December or January or February or March. No, it's not. The rule is going to apply for new applications from April onwards. It's not going to be applied retrospectively. Okay, so if you've got applications that are pending, you've already submitted them, you're about to submit them, all the way up until March, you can continue submitting applications to meet the income threshold of 18,600. Do not think that the new income threshold of 29,000 will apply to you unless you send your application from April onwards. Okay, so I hope I've made that really, really clear. And with regards to extensions, yeah, you will still be required to meet the 18,600. If you apply from April onwards and you came in on the threshold of 29,000, then of course you will be expected to meet the 29,000 at the extension stage and the indefinite leave to remain stage. The Home Secretary has not ruled out any increase to 38,700, by the way, but what he has said is that could be applied in increments. So the salary threshold is increasing to 29,000. There is a view to increase that further as time goes on until it reaches 38,700, but no details have been provided in that regard, and there's certainly not been any dates proposed for that increase. So for now, we know that the salary requirement will be 29,000 from April 2024. If you're thinking of going and getting married abroad, if you're thinking of submitting an application, just get it done so that you don't get stung by the new increase and leaving you stranded in the sense that you can't apply for your loved one to join you in the UK. So it's important to make sure that if you're in the process of doing it, get it done. People are finding it difficult to book the English language test, to get their TB tests. So book those days, get them done. The TB test is valid for 6 months. The English test is valid for 2 years. So I advise you to get them done and get them out of the way. Okay, and then you're able to, at least you'll be able to make that application before the increase. Okay, I hope that information has been useful to you. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, in which I provide more detailed information. I have produced a series of videos with regards to the different elements of a spouse visa, which you will find extremely useful if that's what you're planning on doing. So do watch those, but do subscribe, because then you will be alerted to any new material that I release. Okay, thank you very much for watching and listening, and take care of yourself. Bye bye.